So as you can see, my hair is getting way too long, so I think I might have to get it cut. I got my hair cut! And yeah, I didn't cut it myself, I actually went out to a professional hairdresser to get it cut. I was a bit nervous because of this whole pandemic situation, but Japan's still pretty much open everywhere. Even though we're in a state of emergency, it seems like most shops are actually still open here, so I don't get it. Anyway, the reason for me making these videos, I want to make a kind of short series of videos where I talk about different stories and different places that I've been in Japan. I've taken tons of video in my time here, some on my phone and whatever, and I've never got around to using it. And today I want to talk to you about an experience I had when I went to Tokushima. Tokushima is my wife's hometown and it's located on Shikoku. Shikoku means 4 countries, 4 whatevers, and that is located south of Honshu, which is that big main island in the middle of Japan. Hopefully I can get some graphic on the screen so you can see it. But the first time I went there was actually when I met my parents-in-law, at that time to be. So I wasn't married at that point, I had no ring on my finger. But I went there to actually meet them, greet them, and get to know them. And my wife's dad had planned out this whole weekend of different things to do. And in today's video there are 2 experiences I want to highlight with you. The first was when we went to the Uzushio Naruto circle spiral river thing. Yep, my explanation there was not very good, let me explain in a bit more detail. There are 2 islands. There is the main island of Shikoku and then a separate island which people call Awajishima. And there is a sea current that flows between them. And the sea current comes down from one edge and comes up another, which creates these whirlpools in Japan. It's actually one of the bases for Pokemon Gold and Silver, I believe, when they first came out. The idea of whirlpool was brought into those games because of those things. And also in Naruto, you've probably seen like the spirals or even like the egg rolls that have that Naruto spiral. Again, it's the same thing. It's because of that Uzushio, that whirlpool. So what you do, you buy your ferry ticket and then you get on the boat and then they take you around and you get to see some amazing shots of these beautiful whirlpools. They're so pretty. And it's kind of scary because you're holding your phone the whole time over the edge and it's kind of like you're gonna drop it and then it's gone forever and you don't really want that. So it's quite nerve-wracking, but it's such a fun experience. I highly recommend doing it if you are in Tokushima. Okay, sorry if that seemed like a really weird cut right there. There was an extremely loud noise coming from outside, so I thought I'd just stop everything and take a bit of a break. I'll be honest, I have been standing right here and I've just been playing on my Switch, so yeah, that's been kind of a very weird experience. But anyway, back to the stories. So even though the whirlpools were great fun and I had a great time there was actually something else that really stood out, and that was the Awa Odori Kaikan. The Awa Odori Kaikan is a museum for Awa Odori. And I should explain what that is. Awa Odori is this amazing festival every year where there are some famous dancers going all the way through the streets of Tokushima. It attracts tens of thousands of people every year, and I highly recommend you go. I want to go this year if this whole pandemic situation goes away, so I can get some nice video and you can all see some beautiful festival scenery. But the Awa Odori Kaikan is a museum. I think I've said that already, so maybe I'm repeating myself. Anyway, but after you have a look around the museum, they allow you to go in and watch a live demonstration of the Awa Odori dance. And this is beautiful. Basically, you walk in, you sit down, and the announcer comes out and he's got this big cloth around his nose and his head. It looks a bit weird, because of course I've never seen that before. And he starts off by asking, okay, are there any foreign members in the audience? And of course, yeah, I'm foreign, hello. And he's like, okay, fine, we'll put English subtitles up in the background. So I was really impressed by them actually helping out with that. But what they do, they start off by explaining the history of the Awa Odori dance. And it seemed to go through 3 different eras of dance style. The first era was very basic, the second was a little bit more lively, and the third one is the one they do today. What I'll do, I'll show you just a little bit of video that I took, because it was amazing. as you can see, this is such a beautiful, beautiful experience, and you can see some amazing traditional show of how they do the Awa Odori dance. And the best part is that they actually let you come up on stage afterwards and you get to practice dancing with them. So of course, that's what we did. So my wife, my father-in-law and myself, we go up onto the stage. My mother-in-law is sat in the audience and she's filming. So I do have some video to show you. But they start off by showing you how to do the dance. So it's 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. And then like there's some leg movement that goes along with that too. So we're all going around having a great fun time and I'm really getting into it. You see me kind of walk past the camera a few times. And then suddenly one of the guys, he puts some kind of wreath over my head. I thought, oh well, this is a really, really fun kind of thing. I don't know why they're doing this, but maybe they're in a party mood. I got way too into it and I lost focus, which was probably my downfall. Because at the end, they said, okay, anyone with a wreath, please stay on stage. Yeah, okay, cool. So there was only 3 of us that had these wreaths on, and yeah, they gave us this really cool head bandana as a prize for the best dancers in show. Now this is probably because I was the only foreigner there and it's part of their omotenashi culture. Now I should explain, omotenashi is a Japanese kindness. It's kind of a way of them being polite to other people. It's a great part of the culture, and we could talk about that another time if we get to it. But basically I think I won because I was the only foreigner there. So, woo! Not good at dancing, but I got a really cool bandana. But it was a fantastic experience. They have an amazing gift shop and you can buy all kinds of Tokushima souvenirs from just that gift shop alone. So if you are in Japan and you're looking for somewhere to visit, I highly recommend going there. It was awesome. So please try it out. But hey, I hope that you all stayed here till the end of today's video, and I'm really, really sorry if it was very choppy. I've tried to cut out a lot of that noise that's been going on in the background, so ugh. But I have a ton more stories to bring to you coming very, very soon. So look forward to that, and goodbye.